Kia ora, heading into Friday and the weekend, all eyes are out towards the west. We've got an area of low pressure which is set to bring a spell of wetter weather for a time, but it's a fairly brief interlude, and there's still plenty of dry and fine weather in store for many of us as we head through Friday. You can see that low pressure sitting out over the Tasman Sea, winding its way in towards us as we head through the daytime on Friday. But it's really late on Friday that it arrives on our western shores. So you can see for most parts of particularly the North Island, it's a fine, dry and sunny day once again. While down the South Island we'll find more cloud, but even here, I think for many spots that they'll stay dry. We'll just watch out for that cloud increasing and some wetter weather arriving in towards places like Buller and perhaps those northern parts of the Tasman district as we head through the afternoon. But for the North Island, there's generally plenty of fine weather. There's still a bit of a low cloud around perhaps places of parts of Waikato just to start with, but that clears away and we're left with plenty of fine, bright and sunny weather. Most spots staying dry throughout the daytime. A fine day in Wellington and up towards Auckland. A little bit more cloud later on though as this next area of low pressure pushes closer towards us. In the evening time, we might find a few showers towards parts of, say, Taranaki in towards New Plymouth. But really, many of us will stay dry. Overnight, though, this wet weather making its way in towards parts of Northland. In terms of our temperature, we're back up to highs around about 23 degrees Celsius, the warmest up there in Northland, 22 for Auckland, and a cooler 18 in the capital for Wellington. But you'll notice our overnight temperatures, those blue numbers there, overnight into the early hours of Saturday, not nearly as cold as it has been over some of the last couple of nights. Now for the South Island, we are going to be watching that area of cloud and wet weather creeping on towards parts of, say, Buller and up in towards the Tasman district. But for many parts of the South Island, there's plenty of dry weather to start the day. There will be some cloud pushing in as we head through the afternoon. You can see we have these showers springing up through parts of Southland, Otago and those inland parts of Canterbury. But they're very isolated. There's some good gaps between them, some clear sky. That wet weather creeps in towards those northern areas as we head through the afternoon and evening time. Perhaps one or two heavier falls about the ranges of Nelson, up in towards, say, the Kahurangi National Park. And we'll find some cloudier skies pushing back in towards Canterbury as we head through the end of the day. But for places like Christchurch, it'll stay dry, but a patchy cloud, and then that cloud increasing as we head towards the end of the day. In terms of our temperatures, we're going to find a nice spread on the South Island, 16 degrees Celsius in Invercargill, 20 degrees in Christchurch, 22 though, taking the warmest spot once again up towards places like Blenheim. And again, you'll notice our overnight temperatures not nearly as cold as it has been. Heading on in towards the weekend, that low pressure system and the wet weather continues on its eastward journey across the North Island. Some heavier falls out of the question, some heavier showers there. You can see those darker blues running across places from, say, Taranaki northwards, but they move through fairly quickly and we'll push them away. You can see we've got a few showers making their way in towards parts of Canterbury as well and down in towards parts of Otago. Drier weather on that western coast and still not much rainfall for places like Marlborough over the next few days, so a continuation of those dry days. Heading in towards Sunday, well, things continue to improve. We find that wet weather taking away out towards the east, some dry weather across many parts of the North Island, some afternoon showers springing up as that cloud begins to build, mainly about the tops of the ranges. And you can see down in the south, the next system runs towards us, some blustery winds across those more southern parts of the country, and more cloud back in towards Fiordland and the southern areas of Westland, with some showers to end the day as well. All in all, not a bad looking weekend, but do keep an eye on those radar charts. That's it from me. This is metservice.com.